literally everybody was watching it. Even people who did not like anime were watching this anime. And pretty soon, Shingeki no Kyojin became a global sensation. Another classic series that came from the country of Japan. Konbanwa, minasan. Kyo desu. Attack on Titan, or as known in Japan, Shingeki no Kyojin. Now, Attack on Titan or Shingeki no Kyojin is one of those animes that have broken international barriers when it comes to anime. Very few anime are known worldwide, like such as Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, One Piece, and etc. And I think it's very hard for an anime to be noticed outside of the anime and manga community. But boy, Shingeki no Kyojin was one of those animes that took the world by storm. I remember it was my senior year in high school in 2013 when this anime came out. And literally everybody was watching it. Even people who did not like anime were watching this anime. And pretty soon, Shingeki no Kyojin became a global sensation. And I think what also made Shingeki no Kyojin very popular was the fact that also, in the West at least, we were going through pretty much a zombie craze. A lot of our video games were based on zombies. The Walking Dead, which was a zombie TV show, was very popular at the time. It just seems like the zombie craze kind of like revived in a way. And seeing as Attack on Titan very much has a similar concept to zombies, it would make sense why a lot of people would watch Attack on Titan. But I guess we might as well jump into why I like this series so much. Number one, the story. I think what glued a lot of people to watching the show was how suspenseful and how well written the story was. You really didn't know what to expect. People you liked died, and there wasn't a sense of like you can figure out what's gonna happen next, like most shonen anime. It was a concept that we really haven't seen at all, and I think at this point anime was becoming very redundant. You saw the same recycled storylines and plot lines all over the place, and here comes a Shingeki no Kyojin with a completely different concept that we really haven't seen at all. And I was just looking forward to every episode because it had so much dramatic twists and turns. Characters you liked again died. You know, you didn't know where the story was going. You wanted to know the creation of the Titans, how they came to be. You know, just the first episode of Eren Yeager's mom getting destroyed and eaten by a Titan, just be like, whoa. It's kind of like set the grounds that this series meant business. And more so, you were very hungry to figure out what was going to happen next and how the story was going to pan out. I think that's what also made it very popular was the story. The story was just very engaging. And I think most of you guys can attest to that as well. Number two, the animation and soundtrack. This anime's animation was top notch. Some of the best animation to come out that time. And also the soundtrack was freaking phenomenal. I think the composer really nailed the atmosphere of Attack on Titan, like a sense of like patriotism and duty, but at the same time dread, fear, and suspense. I think the soundtrack was just, it was beautiful. And I also like how the animation kind of captured the 3D, three-dimensional moving gear. I forget that. Is that what it's called? 3D moving gear, three-dimensional gear. The gear that they use to pretty much slay Titans and travel. I just liked how the animation caught the kind of thrill of using this equipment. And especially with the scenes with Levi, I mean, I can tell the animators put like 5 times as much work to animate scenes with Levi, for sure. Truly, I think the animators captured the world perfectly and made it better from the manga, in my personal opinion. Number 3, it's maturity. I'm a person who consumes shonen and seinen manga and anime, and I tend to like both, but I tend to be more of a seinen kind of person because I like more mature storylines, or when I don't feel like the author is trying to dumb down the story for young kids to kind of grasp what he or she is trying to say. And even though Attack on Titan or Shingeki no Kyojin is considered a shonen anime, it's one thing that we call a dark shonen, meaning that its tones and its maturity and its darkness is not necessarily the same as some other shonen series that come out. And not saying that those series can be dark as well, but it's very mature in its storyline, it's mature in its storytelling, it's mature in the themes that it tackles, such as race and racism, that not everything is what it seems on the surface, betrayal, and finding a lot of lies that your government or society tells its people, things like that. I think Hajime Isayama really killed it with this series. I mean, it's a global phenomenon, one of the best mangas ever sold in history. I believe now it's over 100 million copies sold, which again, I think is every mangaka's dream. And also, I just liked how it wasn't the power of friendship. You know, it wasn't the main character gets some power up and he saves the day. There's actual casualties and there's actually people who lose in this series. And I think what makes a good series is that you feel that the characters can lose, or not everything is gonna be hunky-dory at the end of the day, if that makes any sense. But overall, I would say that Shingeki no Kyojin is one of my favorite series of all time. It definitely grasped me and got my attention since I was in high school. And even now, I haven't finished reading the manga yet, but I'm close to it. But I know the manga ended. But I can definitely understand why it's such a global phenomenon. The story is amazing. The anime was amazing. Hajime Isayama really killed it especially one of his first ever series. Another classic series that came from the country of Japan. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like Shingeki no Kyojin? Please leave your comments and thoughts in the comment section below. So if you guys like the video, please smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. Also hit that bell as well to get notified whenever we post a video. 本当ありがとうございます。みんな気をつけて。じゃあね。